Let's get more now on our main news, the news that the government's announced the proposed route for the next phase of its high-speed rail line to the north of England. We're going to speak to Andrew Bridgen, who's the Conservative MP for North West Leicestershire, and the route does pass through his constituency, so he's joining us now from Leicester. Just give us an idea of what impact you think it'll have on your constituency.
It's going to be quite devastating. North West Leicestershire, we're going to be taking all of the pain for none of the gain. There's no station on the route through North West Leicestershire. In fact, my constituents will have the pleasure of driving half an hour north to get to London half an hour faster. We'll have all the disruption, and I think it's unnecessary.
But you've heard, you know, the Prime Minister, your Prime Minister, say this is an engine for growth. It's going to create 100,000 jobs. Yes, there'll be parts of the country that'll be, well, affected, blighted, if you want to use that word, but it's in the national interest at the end of the day.
Well, will it be an engine for growth at some time in the future? It's planned for starting 13 years from now, potentially. That's 3 general elections away, when 3 future governments could decide they want to pull the plug on the funding, but the fear, anxiety and planning paralysis will start today. In fact, the route proposed through North West Leicestershire now drives straight through a private sector proposed development, investing £450 million in my constituency and potentially creating up to 7,000 new jobs, something that would have taken effect in a couple of years' time, and that could well now be scuppered by these plans.
So what would you suggest, that the government doesn't do anything about modernising the railways?
Well, we've announced we're going to electrify the East Midlands main line, and that's starting next year. That'll speed up journey times. I think we could spend £33 billion far better on local infrastructure. I actually haven't got a railway station, passenger railway station in North West Leicestershire at all, and every time I suggest we reopen the Ivanhoe line at a cost of £32 million to link my constituency to Leicester, I'm told we haven't got any money left, but we've got £33 billion to push this through to get people from Leeds to London faster, and I think it could well just draw more money into the capital rather than bringing funds out to the region.
But, I mean, the argument the Chancellor Exchequer was putting this morning is that, you know, if we took this attitude that these things take a long time, they cost a lot of money, well, then actually the Victorians would never have built the railways in the first place.
The Victorians didn't have the impact of the internet and working from home. I think by the time this comes to fruition in the 2030s, if it ever happens, I think the way we work and the way we conduct our business will be completely different to how it is now, and it's moving there fast.
Are you saying that people don't really... there isn't the demand out there? Because, I mean, you know, the evidence is that there is huge demand, that the trains are packed.
I think you'll say the latest figures are that even peak demand, that the trains are not as full as they were. And we can issue, there are capacity issues that can be dealt with, but I'm not sure this is the answer. And it's certainly not a short-term answer, because you're talking about something that won't possibly start for 13 years. Would
you feel this strongly if it wasn't going through your constituency?
If I don't stick up for the people of North West Leicestershire, who's going to? That's my job, and I'm going to do it. We are taking the pain. We won't be having any of the gain. We are one of the most top 20 economically active and growing constituencies in the country. We're not NIMBYs. We've got an airport that's the second biggest cargo handler in the UK. We've got a racetrack, we've got the M1, we've got the M42. We're taking thousands of new houses to help economic growth. We're not NIMBYs, but enough's enough.